everyone. Hi, so my name is Melanie Hecker. I am the former Systems Advocate of Youth Power and current Action Working Group member. I also am pursuing a degree at the University at Albany in public policy. And today, I would like to share with you both my passion and Youth Power's passion for the education system, which I think we can all agree is the foundation of our great state and of our great nation. So, as you probably know, one very important item on both the Youth Power and Families Together in New York State agenda is multiple pathways to a high school diploma. Multiple ways of obtaining that all-important high school diploma that at this point in time is 100% necessary for a job and eventual self-sufficiency. And the first thing I'd like to share with you is some good news on this front. A very promising development that happened this year in 2017, the expansion of the local diploma safety net. I am thrilled to share with everyone here today that the safety net has been expanded. The amended regulations now permit students who have passed their ELA and Mathematics Regents level courses but are unable to earn a minimum score of 55 on the ELA and Mathematics examinations or successfully appeal a score between 52 and 54 to seek a superintendent determination by completing the requirements of the New York State Career Development and Occupational Studies, or CDOS credential. This is going to allow so many more students to graduate, so can we make some noise for this new development? And this is a great new development. But sadly, this new development is also still not enough. Now, the campaign, how it's been running lately, has been more focused on outcomes than about methods. What I mean by that is that we've been focusing on the types of diplomas we will have. This type of local diploma, that type of local. We have CDOS over there, but not very much change in how they are obtained. Even though we have more options and more safety nets, we still do not have more methods to obtaining the diploma. We still do not have another way besides those Regents exams, either completing and passing them or appealing them. And the outcomes are important, but so are the methods. Now, what I'm getting to with all this methods talk is the performance-based assessment method. You know, students, especially students with disabilities, very often do not learn in the same way as others. And we need to change standards without lowering them. We need to have alternate pathways that students can express their learning without necessarily lowering the standards, because who wants to do that? So, with a performance-based assessment method, a student would not just have to fill out a bubble test, but will actually be able to show firsthand how they have learned this material and how they are applying it. And this shows more than just a bubble test does. It shows an ability to be out in the world and apply this knowledge where it matters. And this is also an increase of flexibility, which we need. because schools need to be flexible to meet students' needs. We can't just keep with this system that was designed for students that were meant to be factory workers. We need flexibility. And one last piece before I need to move on to my next piece is Youth Powers Action Working Group conducted a multiple diploma pathway survey. And in this survey, we found that so many students are not able to do electives, to do extracurriculars, because all of this extra math and English. Students need their electives and their extracurriculars to determine their passions in life, to determine what they're going to major in, to determine the jobs they're going to apply for, to determine what their niche really is. And that is something we need. But continuing on the theme of finding your niche, finding your passions, I would like to move to my next topic, which is mental health supports in the school. First off, some statistics. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, 1 in 5 youth aged 13 to 18 will experience a severe mental health issue at some point in their life. Over 70% of youth in the juvenile justice system have a mental health issue, and the scariest part, in my opinion, over 1/3 of students with mental health conditions aged 14 to 21 drop out, the highest dropout rate of any disability group. But we're not going to stand by and let that happen. We're going to do something about it. And here's what we're going to do. Mental health clinics in schools are important because many students with severe mental health issues don't have time to constantly leave school for appointments. I can tell you from personal experience that when you need to take time out of your schedule to see your psychiatrist, to see your psychologist, to see your social worker, to see your supported education counselor, job coach, that takes a lot of time out of your schedule that students with mental health issues don't always have. And if they do have to take a lot of time out, or alternatively, if they don't seek the services because they feel they don't have time, then their grades will suffer. But I'm talking all this talk about students with mental health issues, and they're not the only people who having in-school mental health clinics would benefit. They also would provide a benefit to students without these issues, because a young person's life is very unpredictable. There are lapses in grades. There are interpersonal issues with peers. There can even be, God forbid, a death in the family or death of a peer. And these clinics would help those students with those unexpected issues just as much as a student with a diagnosed or regular mental health issue. So they are an incredibly important thing to invest in, and something that is worthwhile in investing in to benefit this whole great state of New York. But before I go, I just have one more word I'd like to share with you. I'm sharing these words because I want everyone here to take action. And to quote the late, great Dr. Seuss, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good job, Mel.
One of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite authors. It's a genius, right? Thank you, all the youth who came up here with your signs and for allowing us to be able to be a part, for you to be a part of our thing, but us to be a part of your rally too.